Welcome to the Texas A&M Health Science Center. I am Thomas Boskus, the Health Science Center's historically underutilized business officer. As a faculty or staff member of the Health Science Center, you may be responsible for making or approving purchases, and if you are already familiar with the historically underutilized business program, or HUB, you have probably been encouraged to include historically underutilized businesses or HUBs in the procurement process. However, you may be unfamiliar with HUB requirements for state agencies, including institutions of higher education, and why it is important to purchase from HUBs. Over the course of the next few minutes, permit me to provide you with a better understanding of the HUB program. I will cover the definition of a HUB, describe the importance of purchasing from HUBs, and provide additional information about the state of Texas and the HSC HUB program. A State of Texas certified HUB is a business that meets the following criteria. The business must be a corporation, sole proprietorship, partnership, or joint venture that is at least 51% owned, operated, and actively controlled, managed by an Asian Pacific American, Hispanic American, Native American, African American, and/or American woman. The business owner must be citizens of the United States and Texas residents. Resident aliens are not eligible. The principal place of business must be located in Texas. Reasons to purchase from HUBs include state law and A&M system policy require a good faith effort to purchase from HUBs. Poor HUB performance can lead to loss of state funding and negative audit findings. HUB purchases benefit the Texas economy. HUB purchases provide economic opportunities that were previously unavailable to minority and women-owned businesses. Management of HUB programs. Texas Procurement and Support Services, or TPAS, is a division within the Office of the Texas State Comptroller and is responsible for administering the HUB program for the state of Texas. Among their administrative duties are certifying new HUBs, maintaining a list of active HUBs, and reporting agencies' HUB expenditures to the legislature. The Health Science Center Office of the Vice President for Finance and Administration, Office of HUB, Procurement Services, and Contract Administration is responsible for HUB program compliance throughout the Health Science Center. The HUB office encourages and promotes the utilization of HUBs through outreach, dissemination of information, training, and expenditure monitoring. The Texas Legislature has determined that all qualified businesses should have access to compete for business from the state. You may want to reference Texas Government Code Chapter 2161, Section 004. All state agencies and institutions of higher education are required by law to make a good faith effort to purchase goods and services from certified HUBs. A good faith effort includes the following: plan purchases in advance to ensure adequate time is given for vendors to bid, avoid unreasonable bidding restrictions, avoid proprietary and or sole source bid specifications, ensure that specification terms and conditions are clearly stated and do not impose unreasonable or unnecessary contract requirements, make an earnest attempt to extend procurement opportunities to minority and women-owned HUBs. The Texas Administrative Code, Title 34, Part 1, Chapter 20, Subchapter B describes the minimum steps and requirements to be undertaken by state agencies to comply with the state's HUB rules. TAC Rule 2013 identifies specific procurement goals that state agencies should make a good faith effort to meet. These goals and categories are available on the web. In addition, each A&M system member, including the Health Science Center, is required to set agency goals for each fiscal year. These goals take into account the member's past performance, current efforts, and expected procurement opportunities. System HUB policy, A&M System Policy 2506, approved by the Board of Regents, and Regulation 25.0601, approved by the Chancellor, acknowledges and reinforces existing Texas law. System Policy 2506 states that every system employee responsible for conducting business with outside vendors has the responsibility of making a good faith effort of ensuring that HUBs are afforded an equitable opportunity to compete for all procurement and contracting activities of the system. Consequences of poor HUB purchasing: state agencies and institutions of higher education are required to report their HUB participation expenditures semi-annually and annually. TPAS compiles reports that list and compare the performance of various state entities. These statistics are available on the web. Members of the state legislature review these reports and take them very seriously. Failure to meet HUB participation goals can result in the loss of support of your programs. During the A&M system budget process, the Chancellor examines all hub performance, and CEOs are required to discuss their performance and justify any shortfalls. The State Auditor's Office and A&M system internal audit also audit agency compliance with state hub laws. Benefits to the economy: because hubs are located in Texas, they hire Texans, spend money in Texas, and pay state taxes. Buying from hubs keeps state revenue in Texas and immediately benefits Texas. Hub purchases promote economic diversity and help to eliminate barriers to economic prosperity for disadvantaged groups. In addition, purchasing from hubs promotes competition, which ultimately results in the best value for the Health Science Center. However, some people assert that hubs provide substandard services or products, or that goods and services provided by hubs always cost more. This is not necessarily true. Like all businesses, hubs vary in the quality and value of their offerings. Make a good faith effort does not mean that you have to buy from a hub at any cost. The A&M System Procurement Code requires that purchases should be made in accordance with a best value decision-making process, which includes price, quality, reputation, and hub compliance as considerations. Key points. In conclusion, here are a few general purchasing guidelines. Make an appointment with hub staff to learn the state hub rules and HSC's procedures. Work with the hub office to identify qualified hubs that can provide the needed goods and/or services. All purchases expected to cost over $100,000 are required to include a hub subcontracting plan. Be fair, treat all vendors equally, and provide enough time and details for vendors to respond to procurement opportunities. Evaluate bids and vendors on best value. Promote competition. Look at alternatives to the goods services being requested. Hubs must be certified by the state of Texas. Members of the Health Science Center are required by law to make a good faith effort to purchase goods and services from certified hubs. Hub purchasing performance is monitored, and failure to meet standards can lead to the loss of state funding. Purchasing from hubs benefits the Texas economy and provides economic opportunities to historically disadvantaged groups. Making a good faith effort does not mean that you have to buy at any cost. The System Procurement Code requires that purchases should be made in accordance with the best value decision-making process. Hopefully this information has helped you to better understand the issues and requirements related to hub purchasing. If you need more information, please contact the hub program staff.